Hey, Katrina here from Scrappy Horses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, here it is, the third day of Christmas, and I am just now getting into the 12 days of Christmas quest for 2022 from Décosse's Dynamite Doodles Blogspot. Now, this is a really fun quest this year, and you have a while to play along, all right? So don't feel like you have to do this every day. You can just do it when you feel like it, and you can do 2 or 3 days at a time. It doesn't matter when you do it, you just want to do it. So the idea is to celebrate and go on a quest for 3 different things. All right? Happiness, or gratitude, or positivity. Or you can join all 3 together. Now, what I've decided to do is I've decided to put mine into a jar. And this is what Lisa had talked about on her blog site. And you can see here, I have put her blog site here so you can find it and you can go visit that site and read all the rules. But what I have done is I've gone over to Scribbles Designs, and I've picked up these mason jars. And here's where you can find those if you want to do this. You don't have to. You can put them in a journal. You can put them in a jar you already have. You can put them in a real live jar and just put slips of paper in. You can do whatever you want as long as you are looking for happiness, gratitude, or positivity. So I am choosing to go with all 3 in my little jar journal. And I'm going to share with you how I'm making this jar journal. So I am in Cricut Design Space, and I have brought in the jar from Scribbles Designs, and it's the mason jar. Again, this is where you can find it if you'd like to get that. I cut 6 going in this direction, 6 going in this direction, and then I put a title page on it, okay, which you can see here is happiness, gratitude, and positivity. All right, so in case you're not quite sure how to do this, what I did is I imported the jar alone, which is right here. Okay, and when you get yours, it won't say Scribbles Designs. I just put that on there just to watermark that. It's going to cut like this over here, all right? And you can't even see that probably. So let me bring in just a black square to put behind that, and then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I'm going to send that to the back there. Now you can see that, okay? So when you don't have these words in here, it's going to go ahead and cut this. You're going to say offset. And we can move this a little bit this way to get it a little bit smaller. Okay. We're going to say apply. Then what you can do is you can take this away. You can just come over. You'll want to come to the operation, turn it back into a basic cut. And then you'll come over here to contour, click that, and you'll say hide all contours, and it will. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. That's the second one we did. There we are. So you see how that cut that, like so. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. But it's much easier when the words aren't there. I'll tell you that right up front, much easier. Once you do this, you'll go ahead and select them both. You will align them, center, and then you will flatten like that. Now you're ready to print and cut it, okay? So now we'll get back to that, okay? You will cut 6 in this direction, 6 in this direction, and 1 with your title. Now, how did I put my title on there? Well, what I did is I just came over to text. You can type in whatever you like. Then you can change your font over here. So there are several to choose from. I'm just going to do this apple cider. Okay. Now you can see it says text. You're simply going to put it on the jar, whatever you want to say. You just type it in on your keyboard. I'm going to just go ahead and select it here. And I'll just put example. All right. Then I can size it right here. Then all you do is select it all. And again, come over to flatten. And there you have it. It's just that easy. All right, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and print and cut these. And I will meet you then at the craft table. And we're going to put together a couple of days. And I'm going to show you how I put the actual journal together. All right, I'll see you at the craft table. Okay, we are at the craft table. And you saw my title page. And now I have 12 jars, 6 facing each direction, and I already have them paired up. So I'm going to just assemble one of them for you. And I have this sped up pretty quickly here so that, we can get through this. And I'm just going to show you one jar because they all work the same. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape, and I'm going to go ahead and put the tape around the jars. Once I have the double-sided tape around the jars, I'll just put a little fabric tack over them and just glue them together so there's a front and a back for my 12 days. Now, while you're watching this, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the challenge over at Décosse's Dynamite Doodles. It really isn't a challenge because everyone's a winner. It's a challenge because she's challenging us to look for the positive and to be thankful and be grateful. But we all get something for doing this. For every day that you do it, she is going to give you a digital paper. And her papers are so cute, and you'll see them every day. You'll know exactly what you're going to get. So it's a lot of fun. I did this last year, and the papers were just amazing. So go on over to her site and just check out the papers that are up so far. I know you're going to like them because they're really cute. Okay, so here's jar number 1. So I did this now 12 times, or 6 times rather. And I also have my title, and now I'm taking my crocodile and I'm just punching a hole right there in the middle of where that little knot would be. Okay, so I'm just lining them up, punching the hole, and then I will put a ring in it. All right, here's my day 1. All I did for day 1 is I put a picture of my family in and wrote day 1. It was a picture of us actually at the fire station. We celebrated Christmas at the fire station because my son is a volunteer firefighter and he was on shift that day. Now for day 2, we actually had our Christmas party with the whole family. And it was a lot of fun. And I found this stamp that says, "In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas." And there definitely was. It was great fun. Now, I have sped up this video 8 times. So, no, I cannot trace over with gel pen this quickly. I wish I could. This would be a time that Elise from Kitten Clouder would be saying to practice your mindfulness. Go very slowly and just work on mindfulness. But I'll be honest, I'm one of those people who just likes to get it done fast. So mindfulness is hard for me. So this is good for me to practice mindfulness. So I went over it with a green pen and a red gel pen. And then I used a silver gel pen over the bow and then just went over the word Christmas and back with the red gel pen again. So again, I'm keeping this sped up pretty quickly because otherwise the video would have been really long, and you don't want to sit and listen to me yammer about just stuff. All right, so I will tell you that this green looks really, really pretty on this jar. However, it was not big enough, so I ended up putting a really big silver ring in there, and it works out just fine. You'll see it at the end because that's in all the photographs. So here is picture number 1 of my family out by all the fire trucks. And jar number 2, that I'm thankful for the feeling of Christmas. And you didn't see me make this, but this is my music jar for today, day 3. I'm thankful for sitting around listening to music as I work on my jars. Hey, have a great time looking for happiness and gratitude, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Bye.